Yo guys, what's going on? Acez is here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out some of the changes happening with patch 0.14.8.6. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one here today, and of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more PvE content. We got a couple super thanks that we have to shout out first, then we will hop right into it. First, we got Pepe with the $2. He said, I think they updated labs because the PMC and radar activity is a lot more aggressive. Can you do a run showing your route to grab the level 3 required parts for Intel and Solar? Absolutely. I have a pretty safe route that I think you guys will like, especially for the guys who are a little uncomfortable on labs and definitely need those parts to upgrade their hideout. So I will definitely do that. Next up, we got Dan. He said, thanks for all the great videos, Acez. It's really helping me in my amazing Tarkov journey. Cheers from Quebec, Canada. Shout out you, Dan. Shout out to all my Canadian fans as well. Next, we got Antonio with the 20 Swedish, never give up in Tarkov. Now, I'm not exactly sure what he was referring to in episode 30 of Uncut and Unheard, but I will say we had a Taz, which is probably the worst gun in Tarkov, and we killed a PMC squad with it. So maybe that's what he was referring to. I honestly don't know. I didn't watch episode 30 back, and it's been like 3 weeks since that was recorded, so hopefully that's what he was referring to. If not, doesn't matter. I appreciate your support, Antonio. And last but certainly not least, we got Smitty. We got Bulletman634 coming in with the 50 bomb. He said, thanks. Keep the vids coming. I'm enjoying every video, bro, and using the information to help me in situations in-game. Smitty, I appreciate you so much, man. I can't even, really describe how much I appreciate the entire community we have here, and some of you guys that are just, going crazy with the support. It really does mean a lot to me, and I apologize if I can't show it in the best way, but I'm trying to do my best to help each and every person here on the channel, and you guys that give back like this, it's just incredible, man. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for supporting what we got going on here. And honestly, I can't wait to get the NASA PC in so we can really start pumping out a lot higher quality content for you guys, and I can start running streets and all that. Also, just ordered some soundproof paneling. I know it does sound a little echoey in the audio. That's because I like to make sure you hear everything in my videos and I don't get cut off by a noise gate or anything like that. So, ordered a little bit of soundproofing. That should help with the audio quality a little bit. Not too much, but maybe we'll notice a difference. Let's hop into it. So we're going to start with the tweet on screen first because this is the only official confirmation that we have of anything currently. At the time of recording, it is 3:21 a.m. in the morning. By the time I get this fully edited and uploaded for you guys, it should be around 4 a.m. I checked the forums. We don't have anything with official patch notes. All we have is this tweet. So the game is going to be down for approximately 3 hours. Could be extended. I really hope it's not. I would love to get a couple raids in before I do go to sleep at like 9 in the morning. A true degenerate over here. But we do have a changes list. So we have added achievements for players who completed Collector and Gunsmith quest lines. That's pretty cool. And then we have some balancing adjustments made to the quest conditions that unlock access to Lightkeeper. So not Lightkeeper's task specifically, but the tasks that get to unlocking Lightkeeper. And then we have bonuses for Edge of Darkness owners and the bonuses for Edge of Darkness owners as well as those who upgraded from EOD to the Unheard Edition, also known as the True Believer Edition. Hey, that's me. And then we have a couple of bullet points here. All right, so this first one's worded a little bit weird, so I'm going to do my best with it. But we have increased starting level of Charisma skill. The bonus will be added to already achieved skill level for those who have had already created a character. I still fucked it up. This is like my third take. I'm just going to leave it in. Not English primary. That's all I'll say. But, yeah, that's pretty cool. I'll always take some free skill points. Charisma is actually a pretty handy skill, to be honest with you. Then we have 2 daily quest changes for free of charge. Thank God, man. Right now I have a fence task that wants me to kill 8 scavs. What are we fucking doing? Then we're going to be adding a unique craft for product 2A2 BTG stem in the hideout. Now, it seems like a pretty short list, and there is nothing under the tweet. Sometimes they will just add a bunch of stuff in the thread, other changes that are happening, but this is all we have currently. But the main thing to look at here is the bonus for the Edge of Darkness owners and everybody who went to the True Believer Edition. So we're going to speculate a little bit on what some of these things might be, because I think this is where the majority of the content is coming from, and I think this is why the patch is probably going to take this long to implement. Honestly, just adding a couple achievements, a little bit of balancing, a little bit of leveling to our charisma skill, and 2 daily quest changes for 3 hours really doesn't seem like it should take that long. So I think we will get a significant amount of the content that was previously talked about a month ago from Nikita himself. So let's head on over to Reddit. So we're going to be starting towards the bottom of this Reddit post. We're going to be checking out the stuff for the owners of the Unheard Edition first. Now, all of this from this point on in this video is speculation, not confirmed to be coming with this patch. So please understand, we're going to have to wait a little bit until we figure out what we're actually getting. So let's hop into it. First one on the bullet point is the Mark of the Unheard. We already have that in the game. That's already fully implemented. Next is going to be the unique item distress signal device. Will be available in both PvP and PvE. Item must be recharged in the hideout using high-end items. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the item that allows you to let a friend join your raid. I'm not sure if this is going to make it into the game in any way, shape, or form. It just feels like a lot of effort from BSG. And honestly, it feels a little broken. Now, for PvE, I don't really think you need it, but it does say available in both PvP and PvE. So if this makes its way into PvP, that's going to be absolutely ridiculous. I mean, imagine running like a 5-stack, and then everyone's running the device, and another 5 PMCs get called in. Like, it just doesn't seem plausible to me, and it's something I don't really think is going to happen. Based on the feedback that BSG were given, I think we're all pretty much against calling in more players into your raid. Then we have the $50 coupon, which has already been given out. I have a video on that. Check it out so you understand how to claim that and what to do. And then we have access to Arena for those who purchased Unheard at the full $250. That should have been in originally. That's insane that that was an oversight, but that is good. If that has not already happened, that will most likely be implemented here, just giving you arena access. Next is probably the most important one and the one that we care the most about, and that is going to be the Cultist Jacket. I definitely think this is going to be in this patch. I think if we're going to be adding things that are going to take a while, I think the Cultist Jacket is going to be one of those things that Nikita's kind of been hyping up, to be honest with you, and I think a lot of us are low-key excited for it, so I hope this is added, and personally, this is one of the things I do think will be added. And right along with that is a unique PMC dog tag and the ability to change our nickname icon and color. That kind of feels like a way for Unheard Edition players not to get bullied, all the true believers, but maybe it's just a feature that they wanted people to have, and this could be something in the future that might help out with prestiging, especially in PvE. You know, maybe we get different color names per prestige. This is something that would need implemented then, so we could go back and change it to whatever color we would like. So let's move to the EOD stuff, and if you went from EOD to Unheard, you will get all of this as well. So we have access to co-op PvE mode, which every single EOD player now has access. If you didn't know you already got access, hop on. You don't get an email or anything. Literally, you can just load in. That's as simple as it is. They don't alert you. They don't tell you. You just kind of have to know. So if you didn't know, now you know. Hop in your EOD account and get into some PvE raids if that's your thing. Then we have faster insurance returns. Next, we got increased personal trader purchase limits by 20%. That's huge. I mean, I am 100% down for that. It's going to be a little odd, you know, maybe if it's a rough 20%, like, for example, I can buy 80 M62s. I think it'd be better if I'm just buying 100 instead of buying 96. But if you want to increase it by 20% and I'm getting an extra 16 rounds per restock, I'm taking that all day. Here's one I don't love. Increased starting PMC karma after it's implemented. This is not going to be added in this patch, obviously, because it's not implemented into the game. And I hope to God this isn't the patch that we get it. I am not excited for PMC karma, but I also don't play PvE, so it's not going to affect me too much. It's definitely going to affect me in PvE. But for PvP players, this is going to completely change Tarkov, and I think it is going to be a huge negative. But as you know, we don't really cover PvP stuff, so that's not really my problem, is it? Then we have access to a special stimcraft, which we already have confirmed that's being added. Increased charisma level. We already know that is being added as well. And I will say, seeing these things in the bullet points and seeing them on the tweet, but not seeing some of the other stuff, does scare me a little bit, but it did say adding the bonuses. So, in my head, at least something in here has got to be added, and they were just trying to keep it low-key to not really spoil the hype, you know what I mean? So, you're going to be getting access to the Nostalgia questline, which I think is already implemented, at least I think, I could be wrong. They're going to be getting a unique PMC dog tag, which I assume that we can change over, and they are going to be unique from EOD and Unheard. If they're the same dog tag, that's kind of a slap in the face and a fuck you, but that's just my personal opinion. Then we're going to be getting a unique armband for EOD, so you already got the Unheard edition armband when you purchased the edition of the game, so gonna get another unique item. And then we're gonna be getting another device called Legacy, it looks like, and that is the ability to call in a friendly BTR. Once called, the item will go into cooldown. So I have a ton of questions about this, because does this mean we can call in a BTR on any map? Obviously, probably not factory, but like, does this mean I can call in the BTR to customs? Is the BTR going to be added to every single map? I don't exactly know. I think that's going to be really interesting to see how that is implemented. And once again, just like the Distress Beacon, I think this is going to be a lot of effort from BSG to make these things happen. And I honestly don't think the Legacy device will happen either. That's just my personal opinion. Then we got some unique PMC upper and lower clothing. And we have the ability to replace 2 daily tasks for free, which we did see in the tweet. And to wrap it up, the ability to change the nickname, icon, and color. So let's talk about what I think they're 100% going to be adding with this patch, in my opinion. This is speculation, not confirmed, not guaranteed. And we're not going to be counting the stuff that has already been confirmed on the tweet, like Charisma and like the Stim. So if the insurance return speed is not already implemented, I think that will probably be increased. Then I think the trader limits will probably go up 20% if that has not already been implemented, which I do not think it has been. And I think we will see the unique dog tags, the unique armbands, we will see all the clothing, and we will see the ability to change the nickname, icon, and color. That's what I think we're going to be seeing with this patch. I think all the other stuff that we talked about probably won't make it in. And I'm sure some of it is just not going to make it in the game at all. Unless Nikita is 100% set in stone that he wants the goddamn BTR on every single map, then so be it. As for what I think is going to be added in, that's kind of where I'm at. If you enjoyed the video here today, do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on it. Of course, make sure you're subscribing to the channel for more PvE content. I will see you in the next one. I'm out.